thing that I want to talk about today is head movement patterns. And some patterns that are taught in the gym, which I don't particularly like because it builds bad habits. So the first one is just very simple. 1, 2, 3. Canelo does this a lot. And it's not a knock on Canelo's trainer or anything, but if you look at his fights, it doesn't really translate over to that because he doesn't really do it that much, okay? If you look at him, he combines pulling, rolling, slipping. He doesn't go pa pa boom. And there's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, if I do this subtle slip here, okay, I slip the jab, and then I do this slip over to the other side, guess what? I did not slip all the way out to the point where I'll be able to catch or dodge the right hand, which goes to say that if I slip 1, 2, I'm still in the path with the right hand. It's gonna come right down here. In order for me to fully dodge this right hand, I'm gonna have to go all the way here, which obviously that is not taught, and obviously it kind of wastes a lot of energy on your part. So it's probably not a good idea to get used to that. Instead, what I would want you to do is just a simple pull. Okay, if he throws the right hand, now you have the speed, and now you have the right time given, or the right amount of time in order to slip all the way out here, as opposed to slipping here and then not having enough time. As soon as the right hand lands, you only end up right at this position. Why is that? Because your head is not quick enough to move the head all the way out there. So if you slip here, 1, 2, boom, you got caught with the right hand, bitch. So you just go ahead and pull. Alright, and if he throws the right hand, you can slip all the way out here as opposed to slipping here, which you're still on the path with the right hand. So just pull, slip all the way here, or what I like to do is just slip, roll, another hook comes, roll again, boom. Okay, pull, roll, roll. Now I'm here in front of you. Next up, another head movement pattern that I don't particularly like is when you pull and then you bend at the waist. Why is that? Because again, you get time for the left hook, and even if you're a southpaw, you get time for the left uppercut when you go down there. So you see this on Canelo versus Saunders. Saunders went right here. He got timed with a right uppercut while he was going down, while he was bending down. So instead, what I want you to get used to is pull, bend, and instead of staying right here leaning back, I want you to move forward and lean forward a little bit more. Why is that? Because if I lean forward a little bit more, now I'll be able to push off of my front leg and then push myself back. If I am leaning on the back foot, right here, bending at the waist on the back foot, I cannot push myself back. Only way for me to do that is if I lean on the front foot. So instead of here, leaning back, I want to move forward a little bit. Boom, now I'm forward, I can push off. So instead of doing this, and then getting timed, I want you to do it like this. So as you bend, you're bending more diagonally rather than horizontally. So rather than bending like this, you are going to bend like this, a little bit more diagonal. Okay, see the difference? Boom. Instead of doing this horizontal, you're gonna do it diagonal. Now you can push off your front foot. So again, you can push off of the front foot much easier if you do that. Third pattern that I don't particularly like, which a lot of people do as well, is when you go ahead and when you see people doing the mitts and they do this. This is the most stupid thing ever. Why don't I like that? Well, number one, again, back to the thing that I was talking about a while ago. In order to dodge 2 punches, you will have to turn all the way out for the second one, because the path for the first one and the second one is not too far away. So the only way for you to really dodge these is by slipping all the way out on the second one. So if you slip in a very subtle manner on the first one, you're gonna have to slip all the way out for the second one, because their path, or the path in which you are being thrown at, is pretty much identical to each other. You'll never see this. Okay? If this is the case, then okay, this will work. You'll never see this. If this is the case, then yes, this slip will work. You'll never see this. If this is the case, then yes, it will work. But the thing is, the path of the left punch and the right punch is identical to each other, therefore making it unrealistic to slip back and forth right here. Okay, because at some point you're gonna get caught with one of the punches. Oh shit, there you go, bitch. Okay, so instead of doing that, I just want you to work on slipping and rolling, because at least, okay, you can get that. Instead of trying to focus on the line horizontally, you can dodge the punches by just lowering yourself. So if the jab is right here, I can just lower myself. Okay, combine it. Even though you're not dodging the hook, you can still dodge the jab by just sitting down a little bit. Okay? Slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, and move your feet too. Slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, slip, roll, move forward. So that was it. 3 head movement patterns you see a lot of guys doing. A lot of coaches are teaching this. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying that you should stop doing them, but let's be honest, it's unrealistic. Ryan Garcia does it. Does he do it in a fight? No. Canelo does it. Does he do it in a fight? No. He does this. Okay? He doesn't do this. It helps in moving his head, but he doesn't do it in a fight. It's unrealistic.